Weinstock is dead. We grew up together. She was my best friend.
Oh, honey. Oh, I'm so sorry. What happened?
She was fighting an oil rig fire in the Gulf of Mexico. She was 88. Boy, you forget something new every day, don't you?
Oh, Dorothy, good God. You were cleaning out the garage and you asked Sophia to move a sofa?
Don't start with me.
I mean, she is 84 years old and you're asking her to do the work of two men?
It was Wicker, all right?
And the lazy boy?
Blanche, leave her alone. I'm sure she feels bad enough.
Thank you, Rose. Oh, honey, do we have any orange juice?
Sure. Would you like me to pour you a glass? Or have Sophia come in and bring you the refrigerator?
Enough.
Pussycat, I moved that safe to the attic like you asked me to. Can I have food now?
You'll have to excuse my mother. She suffered a slight stroke a few years ago, which rendered her totally annoying.
I took an 84-year-old woman and made her look like a 65-year-old drag queen.
You look enchanting. If I wasn't such a gentleman, I'd try to ply you with wine and take advantage of you.
There's a liquor store on the corner.
Oh, that's right. Must not wind up old maid. Must not wind up old maid. Now, how am I going to remember that? Does anybody have a pen?
Why do we get stuck with old maid and spinster, and men get to be bachelors and playboys?
No matter how
Wish I knew what to do.
All right, I can pick up a cue. Picture it. Sicily, 1912. Picture it. There we were, a tired, poor, huddled mass, eating marinara sauce out of a can. Picture it, Sicily, 1852. Picture it. Sicily, 1914. A man in a wheelchair satisfies a woman. It's a short story, but I think it makes my point. Play it safe. Stick with the curse.
Oh, Mom. Well, I've stayed with you all these years.
Is everybody thinking what I'm thinking?
That was a really mean thing to say.
As a general rule, Rose, you should not be the first to answer.
Here, Pussycat, taste this.
Oh, Mom.
Bring to a near boil.
Now listen up, you withered old Sicilian monkey.
I mean, I spit at the name Dorothy. I have no daughter. I have no spit.
You're a horrible little person.
Sophia, why are you up?
Same reason you're up.
You're filled with anxiety.
I'm old.
Hey, you guys, what are you doing up?
Sophia's old and I'm filled with anxiety. My mistake. I thought since you looked like Yoda, you were also wise.
Aha.
What a-huh?
You didn't hear that.
Actually, I was just trying to be polite. But since you brought it up, excuse you.
Today, for the very first time, Blanche Devereaux is going to reveal her true and accurate age right after you tell me your weight.
119.
42.
Coffee?
Please.
It's your turn.
No, let her stick. Lying about her age is the smartest thing she's done in years.
So what's the news? How'd the hearing test come out?
Tell her what the doctor said. Tell her what the doctor...
Ma's fine, okay?
And?
I need a hearing aid, all right? Ma, isn't it time for your medication?
Oh, good. I thought my buzz was wearing off. Here, Dorothy, I want to know what you think of my pasta pesto. It's for the Boscos. They'll be here any minute.
Ma, this is awful.
I'm also boiling the crud off the sink stopper. Try the other pot.
It is the worst feeling in the world.
Try 10 days without a bowel movement sometime.
You just sit there hour after hour after hour.
Tell me about it.
How did things go at the doctor's, Sophia?
He said I had the body of a 40-year-old. dead 40-year-old. Well, let me tell you something, Mr. 100% tip-top mental. My daughter may be no spring chicken, and her jaw might crack when she chews. And she may have noticeable trouble digesting raw vegetables. But one thing she's not is mental.
Thanks, Ma. Ma, why are you always trying to aggravate everyone?
To relax.
Just so embarrassed to be seen in this old thing.
Don't worry, Blanche, the dress covers most of it.
What is it?
You?
What about me?
You're dead.
Say what?
I told you you're dead. You must be. It says so in the paper.
Blanche Devereaux, age 68. 68?
Oh, that's terrible. They're almost as far off on your age as you are.
Addictive. 68? Can you believe that? 68?
And dead. Don't forget dead.
68.
And dead.
What are people gonna think?
They'll think it's time to elect a new town slut.
Oh, nobody's ever gonna even see it. Everybody's gonna still think I'm 68.
And dead. Why does she keep forgetting dead? Now look, as for instructions, Ma's to be fed twice a day. Walk her after her second meal. And don't give her anything liquid after 10.
Hey, what is this? You're talking about me like I'm an animal. You've been with a man, haven't you? You've been with a man, haven't you?
This isn't going to work, you little stick person.
Husband to your sister?
In some primitive societies, they leave their elderly out in a field for large birds to feed on.
That money's for my old age.
Old age? You don't leave fingerprints anymore.
I'm in my twilight years.
You're in the twilight zone. Hopi Indians are walking around saying, how does she do it?
I caught this old lady assaulting a man over the last tube of Preparation H. The tube broke and it's all over aisle 7. I detained her for scooping up the rest of the ointment and putting it in her purse.
Sophia!
Oh, big deal. The other guy got away scot-free, and he wriggled in it.
You're a furry little gnome, and we feed you too much. Oh, it was a terrible time for me. You know, I'd gone on an eating binge when Stan left, and I'd put on quite a bit of weight. Plus, I was not a 20-year-old. You know, when you're 20, no matter what you do, everything stays where it's supposed to. Now, when you lean over, it looks like somebody's let the air out of your face.
What?
Honey, lean over a mirror sometime and take a look at yourself.
Where's a mirror?
There's one in the tool drawer.
I think you better take a sedative before you look.
Don't be silly. I look at my face all the time. How different could it be leaning over? Oh, my God! Oh, my God, Dorothy, why didn't you tell me about this before?
Only on your back, Blanche. That way everything slides back and you look like you just had a facelift.
Oh, you're right. I'm gorgeous. I'm gonna have to meet men lying down.
I thought you did.
Of course, that way, not only does your face fall back, but your chest does, too. Unfortunately, it falls back and off to the side.
Anyone up for playing old maid?
Aren't we?
I'm in.
I'm in. Oh, wait.
Oh, my God. No.
Excuse me. Would you mind taking our picture? Thank
Oh,
you.
yeah. This is a moment we're going to want to remember.
Turns out it was.
Oh, don't